on this part 3 if you need it, just to kind of get some checks on some of these. But I did have, I think, this one figured out, where we had the ordered pairs of 1, 8, 2, 10, 3, 12, 4, and 14. This was graph A, and you notice that on the previous page you have that same pattern going with, I believe it's the graph that's labeled here, right here, 1, 8, 2, 10, 3, 12, the state pork cost. So that matches up with A. So just so you guys know, whenever you're filling this out back on your handout here, you know, you should have number 1 is this, so on and so forth. So as I'm giving you some of these answers, you know, I've done 3, 4, and 5 are G, D, and A. So 3, 4, and 5, this one would be G, this one would be D, and this one would be A. So you can kind of match these up as I'm going through them on your paper, because that's something that I'm going to check, and it'll be really something simple for me to check quickly tomorrow to make sure that you are on task and working on these. All right. So I got some more time on this video, so I'll do a couple more for you, with you. This one looks like we have a 5 and a 40 right there, 5 and a 40, and we also have a 7 and maybe a 56. It looks like 7 and a 56, 7, 56, and we've got an 8, 64 maybe, something like that. So I'm just picking out some numbers. So I'm really going to start with that 540. If I can find a 5 and a 40, I know that I'm in the right range. So none on this page. Let's go back to the first page. Looking for a 5 and a 40. This one's looking pretty good right here. There's also a 540 on that one, so that's something that we want to check. I think those are the only two that it would be between. Some of the other points that I had on this particular graph, though, for 5 and 40, 7 and 56. Let's see if that was, yeah, I had that one on there too, and 8 and 64. I think that was also on there, yeah, so I had all of those points right there. So that tells me that graph number, or table number 2, matches graph B. So B for this one. And that's pretty much how this works. I think you guys can do the rest on your own. I've given you 4 out of the 10, so you really only have to match a few more before process of elimination really kicks in. And the thing about matching these up is the ones that are proportionally related should have a straight line that passes through the origin, if you notice. If it's not a straight line that passes through the origin, then it's not a proportional relationship. Like that last one that I just did, you could see that all of these are multiplied by 8, and so this turned out to be a straight line that went down toward the origin, just like that. So you know, be on the lookout for those types of things as you're trying to match these graphs to the tables.